Well, anaerobic anaerobic and aerobic are basically levels of oxygen. You go into either oxygen debt. Very similar, it would be like a sprinter, and it would be like a long distance runner. So with show jumping, for example, you have to last for a period of like 2.5 minutes, but then you have to have short bursts. So you have to have those like sprinter type, hurdler type movements, but then you have to sustain that movement for a period of like 2 minutes. And ideally, when you train, you're going to train aerobically and you're going to train anaerobically for the event. Whereas, for example, predominantly with human sprinters, they are going to use the fast twitch and they're going to do anaerobic, but they'll also implement, now we found out they need to do anaerobic or more distance work with that. So it's just basically taking those type of principles and then applying it to the equine athlete as well. But I honestly have to tell you that there's no sport that replicates show jumping in the human world. The only thing that I can tell you that's a little bit similar is pairs figure skating, because you have two athletes, competing together, and there's that symbiotic relationship. However, when you go into equestrian sports, you have two species that are working with each other. And so there's kind of a nonverbal communication that isn't present with any team in the human sports medicine world. So very different. The tsunami that is coming down that I personally am very excited about is the team approach of the vet, the physical therapist, the farrier, anybody else that's involved with that in helping out the equine athlete, modeling the human sports medicine. Personally, because I am a physical therapist, bringing our skill set and working as a team, love that idea. I believe that all of these equine athletes, that we can raise the bar and we can make them perform better. If it's 1%, it's 1%. If it's 5%, it's 5%. But it's just an open landscape right now, which I'm very excited about, because we can collect data. Once you start collecting data, which I've collected some of it, you can start to collect data, you can formulate research ideas, you can implement research and answer the questions. What might be the best way to train? Bringing in principles of periodization, which is something athletic trainers do. In this sport, these horses just go all year round. So there's no downtime, no rest time. We don't do that in human sports medicine. So if you implement that, which I have actually done it with my horses, how much longer are those horses going to be able to last? When do we know what are the injury predictors that we're looking for in these horses? The biggest deficit or void, I think, is it's all about feel. The riders say, oh, the horse feels like that. Well, that's subjective. We need to get objective data, and there's some objective wearable technology that I'm utilizing and is proven in human sports medicine, and I'm now using it on the horses, and it's very exciting to start to see the results of this.